I have this tweet from Shoe on Head. Everybody, I'm sure you know Shoe on
Head.
Head.
Wait. This tweet, it could potentially be considered violence. Now, Tim, are we good to show this?
Sure, yeah.
It actually is very dangerous. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez called for violence.
But we're reporting on her call for violence.
And we are denouncing it.
And we are absolutely denouncing it.
No, I'll, for the sake of clarity, AOC in a video said that people should be, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
No.
AOC was asking people to send emails and phone calls.
You're going to do it.
I know. Because
exactly.
YouTube's crazy.
Right.
AOC, speaking on a video, was like, everybody call your reps, call their offices, send them messages and postcards, but she didn't quite say it
There is
that
a
way.
phrase that is...
I'm going to play it.
Flood their phone line.
Flood their phone line.
I'm going to play what she said. You guys ready?
Is that right audio?
Let me, I always got to fix the audio because we were playing some music. Here we go. You ready? You ready?
And we need to be really blowing up our elected officials' offices.
Shoe on Head says loud and clear, Queen.
Loud and clear,
it's a funny
Queen.
thing. Shoe is lefty. She's like lefty libertarian, and so many lefties got really mad that she posted this.
Why?
They were like, "It's out of context." Obviously, well, duh. That's the joke.
It's
literally
funny.
We
joke.
know what AOC means. AOC is saying, "Call your local reps."
Standing back and standing by. Standing back and standing
She's
by.
reading Ted Kaczynski. Come on.
Here's why I bring this up. Not in any way to drag AOC. I mean, there's a lot of things to criticize her for. The video clip from this show, when she went on Colbert and just made up stuff, we called AOC, we called it like, what is it? AOC Paul's Chad move.
Yeah, super Chad
by
move.
blatantly
Yeah.
lying on TV.
Just lying on live TV.
Seamus was right. He was like, do you know what happened with this?
No, I didn't see this.
AOC went on Colbert and he was like, what should the president do in response to Roe? And she goes, well, we're informed by history. You know, look to the Civil War. The Confederacy had taken over the Supreme Court and were ruling in ways that was impeding Abraham Lincoln, like Dred Scott, that ruled black people couldn't be citizens. So what did Abraham Lincoln do? He signed the Emancipation Proclamation. And when I watched that happen, I was like banging my head on the table because it's just like a hodgepodge.
It's actually kind of
Civil War
amazing.
words.
It's actually kind of
Chad
amazing.
move.
Yeah, it's
Ultimate
kind of
Chad
Chad.
move.
It's sort of like it reminds me of like the sort of like the secret president theory and some of the different things. Like it's if you don't like if you don't like your own version, like if you don't like reality, it's not to your liking, you just make up your own.
But with this one, it was kind of just like I'm imagining a dude sitting back and being like Abraham Lincoln, his cousin, Winston Churchill.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that one?
Yeah.
People don't know this. And John Wilkes
They
Booth,
don't.
Maybe
third cousins.
It's true, they don't
maybe
know that.
With Lee Harvey
AOC's three-year Letterman on Twitter.
So let me just for the sake of
seen that guy?
breaking this down because I have to do it. I know you guys may have seen the segment we did on it, but I want to talk about media. That's what we're talking about here with this story. But just to clarify, the Confederacy did not take over the Supreme Court.
Nope.
Maybe she means they were more sympathetic to the South. Fine. Dred Scott was 4 years before Abraham Lincoln became president. So no, the Supreme Court was not impeding him. The Confederacy had already seceded before Abraham Lincoln was even president. The Emancipation Proclamation was signed 2 years after he became president, 6 years after Dred Scott, and in no way had anything to do with Dred Scott.
And by the way, in the middle of the war.
Right. And it wasn't until the end of the war and the 14th and 15th Amendment that citizenship was granted to slaves. So she just made everything up. But anyway, I digress.
AOC, you need to brush up on your Juneteenth history.
Seriously.
Agreed.
I am not bringing up this clip of her saying, blowing up offices or whatever to drag her. I'm doing to make a point about the media.
Right.
Because this is what they do. The fact that AOC said it, and we know the intent of what she said, modern media doesn't give that benefit to anyone associated with the right.
No.
At all, ever. Donald Trump could come out and be like, he'll be like, did you see this video of AOC saying blowing up offices? Now we know what she meant. We know what she meant. And then they'll say Donald Trump pushed his idea that you should, blow up offices or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then they've done this to me where they're like, there are these things go around. You and I are both on these things where they claim that we are pushing election misinformation stuff.
What did we do?
There's a bunch of these studies where it's like, Tim.
The studies. Right.
Studies.
They never quite explain what it is that you said. They just decide that you said them, and then they put you on the list.
Here's what they do.
They rank you.
Here's what they do. I'll give you an example. Shane, tell me that the sky is not green.
Sky is not green.
Oh, Shane Cashman pushes idea about sky actually being green.
Promotes theory that sky
Exactly.
potentially green.
That's right. By bringing it up and saying anything about it, you've pushed it.
Can you say